Bam, we're live. Hey,
Hold on, something's not right. Hello? Can you hear me? Oh, there it goes.
great. Dude, the microphones last night sounded horrible.
Yeah, that was weird because they all have the same setup each time.
Yeah, Grunler sounded horrible. I had to go in and adjust his mics manually.
Yeah.
I never told him that. John sounded like shit.
Yeah, he sounded like he was in a bathroom or something.
Brian Spence sounded great, but I didn't throw him enough questions. I didn't even let him talk once. Crazy. Hey, there was a joke in there. Oh, we got a good thumbnail. Thank you, whoever put that in. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Caleb? Someone in the comments, I think it was Ken Walters, said he's mentioned the Buttery Bros 6 times. I always give everyone credit if I watch their stuff, right? I mean, I watch the Talking Elite Fitness stuff.
Always.
And I give okay, good. All right.
Always.
Yeah. And I just watched it like literally an hour before I got on the show. I mean, I was on the assault bike just like watching that shit. I'm preparing. I'm hopefully we're gonna have Miss Lambre and Mr. Adler on the show.
Yeah.
Jeff and what's Lambre's first name? Colleen?
Caroline.
With an I-N-E. With an I-N-E.
That's right.
Not a YN.
Rambler, good morning. Good to see you. Kenneth DeLapp, Ingles. I think I'll watch while I work out. It's always nice. All right. Travis B, good morning. Stephen Flores, and we're the 3 best friends that anyone can have. Jessica T, good morning. Adam Blakesley. Adam, good morning. Did I say good morning to you, Kenneth? Hey. Soccer Mom, hey. Good morning. How about me? Stuntman Mike, good morning. Yeah, I really enjoyed the show yesterday. I did my first legless rope climb in I don't know how long. I don't know if it's a year or 5 years or whatever. I used to do a lot of rope climbs maybe a year ago, last summer, and then I don't know why. I usually stop in the winter because then the rig's just a little bit colder. You know, it gets like 60 degrees here.
Mm-hmm.
And then yesterday, after watching that video, I did a legless rope climb. And you know what's weird is my arm hurts if I flex it. My bicep hurts, but all the activities don't hurt. Kind of interesting, right?
Does it hurt today? That's what I was going to ask you. Does it hurt today?
It feels great, dude. I feel strong as an ox.
Oh, that's awesome. So it's working. Yeah. There's no way you could have done that before, right?
I wouldn't have tried. I mean, before even just lifting my kids up or lowering them hurt. And they weigh 40 pounds, and that's with 2 or 50 pounds, and that's with 2 arms. That rope that I have from Rogue is so
weathered.
The grooves on it are so thick, it's not even like a rope climb. Do you know what I mean by that? Yeah. My fingers disappear inside of those.
I get nervous because those have been up there for a while, right?
No, I got new ones.
Oh.
I got like 7 new ropes from Rogue about. Oh, I mean 6 months ago.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But that thread on there, that what's that called? Twine. The weave. The weave is so thick, my fingers like. It's nothing like climbing like a pole or anything. I mean, there's so much leverage you get on it with each finger. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. How do you rehang them? You got a big ladder or something?
Yeah. I can't believe I work out in my long johns. like when I was 35, I'd never post a video of me walking around in my long johns. I'm like that old guy. I just completely have.
Just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, just throwing everything out the window. Like when I leave the house, I wear the big sombrero hat to like protect my nose from the sun. Like old people wear.
That was like a staple. I remember you'd always rock that at the games.
Yeah. Oh, I meant to ask. I need to send Katie a note. Do I need to bring my own hat if I were to go to the games this year, or will they give me a new one? I really don't want to travel with that. I'm gonna text her now, Katie.
Just wear it on the plane.
Katie or Katie? What? Say it. Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I guess I'd have to. Katie. Hey, can I get a new hat this year at the games? I don't want to travel with my.
What are you gonna do with the one you get when you're there?
With any of the last 3 you've given me, with any of the last 5, I bet I have. you've given me.
At least you're acknowledging it.
Thank you. Hey, can I get a new hat this year at the games? If I go, I don't want to travel with any of the 5 you've given me. Thank you.
Love and peace.
I'm working. Don't talk to me. I'm working. I'm practicing. I'm working. Yeah. Fuck, dude. I'm working. Seriously. Be cool. I'm working. Rosie, Sevi, I'll take it home with me since I'm already in Wisconsin. Okay. You can hook it to your carry. It's big though. It's like a big hat made out of like chair material, like a weaved, or I don't know what it is. It's like leaves.
Like a wicker hat.
Yeah. What is that material? Is it? That's the same material like the brushes I dust cobwebs off of my fence in my front yard with. It's made of that same material, right? But it's weird. I don't know what that material is. Flying Spirit. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna be in first class with fucking 2 black guys on either side of me. 6'5", packing guns. Don't even fucking talk to me.
It looks like they have some new style ones here too, huh?
I was speaking of bodyguards. I was thinking about when I worked at CrossFit and I used to roll with Greg and the staff would, I don't know if they made fun of me. That's a little harsh, but if Greg got up to go to the bathroom, I would get up to go to the bathroom. I never let him go anywhere like by himself. If he dismissed himself and was like, okay, because we traveled a lot, and he'd be like, I'm going to my hotel room, I would walk him to his hotel room every night, no matter what we were doing, in the middle of dinner, anything. If he was going to his car, I never let him do anything by himself. I always walked with him. And if he had people over to the house, let's say the CEO of fucking Reebok was over, and it was Greg and me, and then like I don't know, the CEO of some other company, fucking McDonald's, and we were all sitting down at his house, I would always get up and offer people drinks. And the other executives in the company would be like, hey, you shouldn't do that. It makes you look like a servant. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Then I am a servant. So be it.
Yeah, exactly. And
no, we wouldn't hold hands. And he never said anything to me either. He would never be like, I'm telling you, I did this hundreds of times, maybe thousands of times.
He would never be like, why are you out here?
Yeah. Or in the morning, like if I knew, I would try, not as much, but I would try to meet him like at his room to like, so we could go together. I just always thought the first time I ever did it is I think we were in Arizona and we were somewhere in a restaurant and there were a lot of drunk people there. And he's like, hey, I'm going to the bathroom. And it was like, it was a cantankerous crowd. And I thought, I'll just go with him just in case, like, what if something happens? Someone bumps him and a fight breaks out. No one should be really hanging out by themselves in this scene. And then I just always did it. Always did it. Look, Craig Howard.
You're a good dude. That's great.
I don't think I don't think I ever slept in the same bed as Greg. I mean, we did millions of sleepovers. I lived in the same house as him.
Oh, that's right. For a while, right?
I mean, like, yeah, for years. I mean,
years.
Like we were close. Like, you know what I mean? Like I could be he'd be taking a shit in the bathroom, and I'd stand outside the door and talk to him, or vice versa. Like, I mean, it was like that. I didn't go in, but like, you know what I mean? Like brothers.
It's wife shit.
Hey, dude, should I start up the car? I don't know. Yeah. What car do you want to take? Let's take the truck. Hey, could you bring me some toilet paper? Sure. Okay. I'm going to warm the car up and then I'll run back and get you some toilet paper. Okay. Thank you.
Why does he have to push and talk at the same time?
I don't know. I'm just trying to like give you like that's how we were buddies. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's awesome.
But we were just friends. Good morning, Fergie. Hi. The Democrat-Republican thing is just getting fucking absurd. Do you know what I mean by that?
No, what do you mean? Like the distance between the two?
How is it that the Republican is the fuck you party to the establishment now and the non-censorship part? What the fuck is, how come everything that's fucking lame about society is now a Democrat?
Yeah, that's right. Kind of switched.
Yeah, like what the fuck just happened? Look at this. Look at this fucking shit in the oh, I don't even know if I put this one in the notes for you. Let's just pour through these. It is not this fucking idiot keeps sending me links of priests who are news articles of priests who are molesting people, as if it's some sort of justification for all the tranny shit going on. It's like, dude,
what?
I know. Well, you know, people like to do, you know, the thing, it's like, God bless any of you who have a fucking wife or a girlfriend like this. You're fucked. But it's the one that's always like, well, you did it. You're like, hey, dude, you just let the dog out in the front yard and he peed on our vegetables again. I thought we were going to let him out in the backyard. Well, I saw you do it yesterday. It's like, okay. But I hear you.
We're talking about right now.
Sorry. Yeah. Fuck. Just because priests are molesting people doesn't mean it's all of a sudden okay for trannies to start molesting people. You fucking knuckleheads. What do we do with people like that? That's just flawed thinking. I mean, you just have a fucking broken brain.
Yeah, it's definitely not like trying to solve anything. You're just like making an excuse.
I hate anyone molesting anyone.
Right.
But I think the thing is, though, is you don't see any Republicans trying to justify molestation of kids. But they molest them, okay. But you don't see any of them justifying trying to molest kids. But they do it. I'm sure they do. I'm sure there's libertarians. There's people who are don't even know what a political party is who do it. I agree. But they're not trying to legalize it.
Or normalize it.
Yeah, or no, thank you. Normalize it. Both. The man bun is looking good. Oh, you shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that. Fuck.
2 hours earlier, Heidi.
I'm trying to go get a haircut today.
You gonna get styled? What do you
No,
think?
but I wanted to just cut it all really short because in a couple weeks I'm going to be busy and I don't want to be worried about my hair at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be working by 2 other filmmakers who keep their hair up in this same exact look.
You're gonna get mistaken for.
The only thing is their combined age doesn't make mine, but still, it's Mary Mansour.
Hi, Mary.
Mary came out of you go to rub the genie lamp to get 3 wishes and Mary comes out. You got your first wish. Okay. 108. Of course, if this is what I wake up to this morning. This is Twitter. Imagine sending your kid to school. Do you remember imagine giving your kid a test and it's like there's someone outside and they're bouncing a ball and it's orange and it says NBA on it. What is the ball? And you're like, and there's 3 choices: basketball, football, baseball. You're like, basketball. There's a man outside with a small white ball in his hand, a big old lip of chewing tobacco, and in a suit that's really tight on him, and he's got a leather dead cow on one hand that looks like a glove. What is that? Hockey player, baseball player, or pianist? Baseball player, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool. Multiple choice, right? Like based on now. Look at this fucking shit that they're giving 10-year-old kids. This is just crazy. Oh, sorry, Sevi, Jake Chapman. Jake's interrupting the show. Jake, what the fuck is going on with your profile picture? Sevi, is there any way of setting up the call-in line as a online one instead of a traditional phone line?
Why?
Because he's overseas.
Oh,
like
a Google phone. A Google phone.
I don't know, but it sucks that I have this fancy Rodecaster, and every show I have to reset up the phone. Okay, Robin feels like he, she, they is a different gender. Can you imagine making your kid read that? Robin feels like he, she, they is it. By the way, they're banning Spanish in the United States. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, they're
No
gonna
way.
outlaw it. They're getting ready to outlaw it.
Like if you speak it, someone comes over and like tickets you.
Well, because it's it only has 2 sexes. They're gonna out. It's
That's
coming.
right.
It's coming.
I did see that.
You did, yeah. Robin feels like he should fucking Mexicans. Bigots by nature. Because they only have 2 sexes, scumbags.
That's why they started using Latinx.
Fuck. Remember when Rosa would use that? Latinx? I heard Kelly Starrett use that. Latinx.
That's when you know you're white.
Latin bigot.
Now let's do 21.
Robin feels like he, she, they is a different gender from Robin's biological sex. You're fucking 10.
This isn't real.
And
This is real.
what's crazy is they're finally using the word sex correctly instead of gender. But then they have the shit all fucked up at the top too. Like they're denying that there is a biological sex while they acknowledge it. Robin feels like he to use vocabulary sensitively. Robin feels like he, she, they is a different gender from Robin's biological sex, the biological sex Robin was born as. Robin might be described as, dude, if I was a 10-year-old kid, I'd tune the fuck out. I would hope my son would get up right then and there and be like, hey, you want to see a Sotogari?
They probably don't even know better. That's the problem.
You want to see my spinning back kick? You want to see my backside slash? Pansexual, non-binary. That's what the 10-year-old kid wrote. The 10-year-old kid picked a category after reading that.
Smart kid.
And it's... Dude.
That's crazy.
Dude. A 10-year-old kid knows pansexual and non-binary? How it gets crazier. Number 2, Chris has had a boyfriend and girlfriend before. This is for a 10-year-old kid. Chris enjoyed spending time with both people. Chris is attracted to a By the way, that's a corporate talk right there. Attracted? What does that mean? Chris is attracted to a person he, she, they think of as special without worrying about their gender. Listen, if you're worried about someone's gender, it should say without being worried about their sex, by the way. Do you see how they're conflating the two? You've already established it's boy, girl you're talking about. Chris might be described as bisexual.
San Franciscan?
Oh my God.
What do we have intel on like what school this is from? Chris is described as a player.
Stu, this ain't the 80s. That ain't a player. I'm just tripping. I'm tripping that you're teaching a 10-year-old bisexual. What I want to look up the bisexual means that you would eat a pussy or suck a dick. That's what bisexual means. That's what I think it means.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Maybe even eat out a bonus hole.
Eat out of a bonus hole?
Yeah. You hear about that?
No, I didn't even know. What's the bonus hole?
Bonus hole is when a transgender female, so a male to a female, gets a hole. And now it's called a bonus hole.
How come I can't understand that? Hold on.
Male.
The term bisexual has come to mean slightly different things in popular culture. It's a broad and inclusive term. What is this, written by Chat GPT? It's a broad and inclusive term. No, it's a fucking word. Words cannot be broad and inclusive. A bi person may be attracted to different sexes. There are many ways to be bisexual. Wow, this doesn't say anything.
Just how they like it.
This is fucking crazy. I need to look up like in the Webster's dictionary. I saw that the blue in the trans flag means oh, is this about bonus hole right here?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Then we'll get back to what bi means.
Cancer Charity has been accused of dehumanizing women after advising medics to refer to the vagina as a bonus hole. Bonus hole? Wait, okay, so this is trans men, so women who identify as men just happen to have, oh, that's not a vagina because I'm a man. That's a bonus hole. A bonus for what? I just get to have it. Just like a little bonus there.
It's a boning hole. It's a bone.
So it's the opposite of what I said, but yeah. Now you know what a bonus hole is.
Oh, Jake Chapman, bisexual is, bisexual, B-U-Y. I was spelling it wrong. I was spelling it B-I. Okay, bisexual is when you're addicted to hookers. Okay. What a fun hole. Fun word. Hooker. Jeez, I got my words all fucked up.
Yeah.
What a fun word, hookers.
Hookers.
Hookers. Strippers, hookers.
You watching those Tommy G shows with the hookers?
No, that ruins those shows. Ruin hookers for me.
Yeah. Because then it humanizes them, and you just feel bad.
How come every hooker's been fucking raped by her uncle and is addicted to fucking heroin? There's no like just cool hookers. None. Zero. Hey, zero. And by the way, it's like that for trans people too. I know you're gonna be pissed at that. There's no every single hooker someone got to them, and every single trans person they got some fucked up story to. There's no like normal trans person. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm probably right. Probably right on that one.
And I'm totally open to being wrong also. Thank you. I'm very open-minded. Peace and love. Anyway, okay, so there you go. But I can't pull my kid out of school, Sevan. I have to work. I don't have the privilege that you have. Okay. Well, your kid's going to fucking know what bisexual is at 10 then.
Or you'll have to work double time to teach them discernment when they get home.
Your kid's going to be exposed to pedophilia 100% because it's on the CDC website now. And that's fucking the teaching ground for fucking all our public schools. But by the way, I would like to also point out that no Republican accepts that in their kids' school. The teacher teaching that is not Republican. Not one. Sevan, what have I told you about being extreme? That's my wife talking to me. Sevan, no. Don't say every. Okay.
It can't be absolute.
Okay, fine. But I'm just being serious. Sevan, the Republicans are just as bad. Okay, fine. Fine with that too. I'm just telling you, there's not a single Republican who's like, hey, let's fucking do multiple choice and for kids on what kind of genitalia people want in their face.
Yeah, that's
zero. There's zero fucking religious nut job Republicans who want that. And I'm fucking all about that. I'm all about not teaching my 10-year-old that.
It's interesting that
look, there's a boat with a bunch of nut job Republicans on it who don't teach kids about sexuality at 6. All right, I'll get on. Or there's the pedophile boat. I'm going to learn about God this week. I'm going to go to hear about Jesus. You want to see 107 world record for number of push-ups?
What?
Yeah, some guy just broke the world record. Like I want to say almost 3,200 in an hour.
Does it have a video? Are they legit? Like all the way chest to the ground, arms?
No, you just have. That's it. That's the bottom right there. You just have to. You have to just go parallel. I wonder how many no reps he got. That'd be kind of interesting thing to know, right?
But
so, what is it? 3,200 and what? I want to do the math on that real quick. Do I have a calculator on here? Oh yeah, calculator.
What was it? 32:49.
Oh shit!
And 1 hour?
Yeah, what is that divided by 60?
Fuckload.
Oh yeah, that's what my calculator says too.
Oh,
What's the number? 3,200 and what? 49?
yeah.
49 divided by how many minutes are there in an hour? 64. That's 54 pull-ups. That's 54 push-ups a minute.
Dang.
Continuously. That's crazy.
So you're telling me this guy did a push-up every second for an hour? Dude, look at that puddle of sweat. That's amazing.
Mm.
Oh, this is a good question. Jake Chapman, in honor of Tia Toomey, he's Australian. Does he have a kid attached to his chest? Fair question.
So if you saw those during a Murph, what's your feeling on them?
I don't know, but those aren't low enough.
Yeah,
I'm okay with not going chest to the ground for this guy, but those aren't low enough. Fuck, he's yoked.
Yeah. Still not saying it's not like hard, but
Right. Those aren't low enough. Those are definitely not low enough. Yeah.
ooh, that's
Oh shit. Oh shit.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with some people like to go with professors at Harvard to decide someone's sex. I'm gonna go with Andrew Hiller. Fuck this guy. Yeah. Who do you think is better at no reps? Do you think that there's anyone at Harvard or Yale or Stanford or MIT who knows no reps better than Andrew? Because he doesn't have a degree.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's not an expert. He didn't go to school for no reps.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I love this show. We have the expert no repper, Mr. Andrew Hiller. Andrew Hiller made a video about the South African affiliates wanting a little bit of attention from HQ. Oh, you do have an exercise science degree. Wow, you still are smart even with that shit. That's crazy. Andrew Hiller made a video about the 13 affiliates in South Africa who were deeply wounded and frustrated and expressed even anger, I would say, about their the exchange rate and not getting the attention they needed from HQ to figure out what they're going to do about the exchange rate there, because I guess that country's tanking.
Mm.
And Andrew made a video about it, and I guess it was brought to Don's attention, and Don and the affiliates got together.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking happy ending. Unless Don told those affiliates, fuck off, get an Orange Theory.
He met with them and he's like, oh, by the way, fuck you guys for doing this. And
hey, in that Tommy and Sean interviewed Don, and I listened to the whole podcast.
Yeah.
And although there were a couple questions that were absolutely amazing, there were a lot of questions in there that I thought were just completely ridiculous.
was that at the beginning, like you were talking about?
Yeah, the first 40 or 50 minutes. One of the questions they asked Don is they said, I'm paraphrasing, but Sean basically alluded to the fact that Orange Theory is significantly more popular in the psyche of Americans than CrossFit. And I was like, I've never even seen an Orange Theory. I wouldn't even know. I've never seen an F45 or an Orange Theory. And I live in the Bay Area. Now someone's going to write, well, Sevi, you never leave your house. I mean, but I've never seen an F45 or an Orange Theory. I can't think for a second that anyone would think that either of those two brands are more popular.
Well,
they definitely don't have more brand value. When I think of F45 and Orange Theory, I think of curves.
yeah, for sure. But they're just like curves. They're in commercial areas, like around grocery stores and a lot of places other stores would be. So people might see that way more often.
So you think that too? You think it's probably got? I looked. There's like 1,500. I think there's like 1,500 Orange Theories in the United States or in the world. I think there's like 100. There's less than 200 in California.
We should do a sample size.
Just ask a bunch of people. Hey, have you heard of Orange Theory? Have you heard of F45? Have you heard of CrossFit?
Yep. Which one of these have you heard of? And you can just be like.
Anyway, I thought it was weird that he asked Don that question. I didn't like it. I thought it was kind of I didn't like it.
It seems like one of those. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say it seems like one of those questions that has like more to it behind it, right? Like so, like you asked that, so it's like a setup for another question.
Because like a loaded question.
Yeah, loaded question. Thank you.
Well, I just don't like the presupposition that Orange Theory is more popular than CrossFit. Maybe I'm just defensive. And the other one that stood out was they asked Don. They said, hey, you have 2 YouTube channels that are massive, 1 million subscribers each or something. And then you have another YouTube channel that has 4,000 subscribers that the CrossFit Games podcast is on. Why don't you put Chase's show on the bigger platforms? I'm thinking, you just ask the CEO that fucking question? Do you think that's an appropriate question to take Don's time with?
Probably doesn't even know.
He didn't know. He didn't have an answer.
Yeah, that's like
and so you're kind of setting. I wouldn't expect Don to know that, but there's going to be idiots in the audience who are going to be like, "Oh, Don doesn't even know that, dude," because they don't understand that, like, the million fucking things. Don said he spends a lot of time basically dealing with the board.
Yeah.
Well, and the great question, I will say this: there were some great questions in there too, and at the end they basically got Don to say, or Don did say, I shouldn't say they got Don to say. Don basically said that 80% he's eye to eye with 80% of him and the board see eye to eye 80% of the time, and the other 20% that there's lively debate and discussion. And he also said that the board realizes that this isn't a normal type of investment where you can squeeze it for everything that it's worth. He says that they know that CrossFit's not that type of investment.
Well, that's
he said it better than I did too. I mean, I believed him when he said it.
That they figured out. Did they dig deeper and say, "Can you talk about what that 20% is?"
Maybe they did. Maybe they did. They were pushing.
Yeah, because that would be cool to know, like, where is the disagreements happening and why? Yeah.
The thing is okay. I don't know. Yeah. It was very nice of Don to do the podcast. I will say that. I'm not even sure why he did it. I don't think he's obligated to do it.
Probably not.
Mary Mansour, I used to work at an F45 and quit because I couldn't morally coach people those kind of workouts. Morally? What is it? A lot of bonus hole stuff?
Click the next one she put. She gave an example why.
Imagine doing reverse lunges while on a ski erg. Oh.
I'd love to watch that.
Have you seen it, Mark Wahlberg workout?
Oh my God.
First off, he wears fucking gloves. So, red flag.
Massive.
And his workouts are fucking trash.
Get rid of grips too. Get rid of grips.
Here we go again.
Here's my calluses. I earned these.
Imagine you are so immersed in CrossFit that you're blind to two things. We are still fairly unknown. To grow, we need to show what we really do. I don't know. Jake Chapman's. It's nighttime over there in the Isle of Man. He's drunk already.
He's been sipping.
106. I want to post this on my Instagram.
They tried to transition Jake Chapman out of F45 too. Sounds weird.
I coached an F45 for a transition period last year. I can tell you all about it. Oh.
What do you transition into?
Do you think this girl's hot? You can tell me afterwards.
Okay.
You know who she kind of reminds me of with her hair is the lady from BIRTHFIT. Lindsay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Action.
The best way to gain control of the most intelligent, powerful species on the planet would be to completely divide them from the love within themselves. As soon as they are old enough to begin creating an understanding of who they are, force them into a system that teaches them that it is wrong to be yourself if yourself is different from what is accepted as normal. Confuse them about their own biological makeup so that they think that permanently altering their body is the answer to happiness. Require their daily attendance at an institution that makes them focus only on the information that is provided. Make them attend that institution from age 5 until an adult and repeatedly test them on the information so that it becomes their truth. Give them an explanation to everything so that they never have a chance to make their own assumptions of the world. Scold them and humiliate them if they suggest an opinion that opposes that of their authorities. Keep reminding them of how cruel their ancestors were to each other in the past and broadcast how cruel they are to each other in the present. Only show them tragedies on the news so that they live in fear and think the worst of one another. Convince them that their species used to be that of an incognizant wild animal. Make them think that their very existence is so incredibly random that they lack purpose and struggle to make sense of a creator. Tell them that their kind is as smart as they've ever been so that they don't question the integrity of the system that they're in. The best way to gain control.
It's crazy. She fucking nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder where she read that from. Is that like
Yeah.
the
There's-
Communist Bible
yeah.
or something?
There's no end. Tattoo, fake tits, piercing, chop your penis off, dye your hair, get high heels, buy a Ferrari,
I wonder if I'll chop my penis off next then.
do coke. There's no end to the pursuit of there's just no end to the pursuit of happiness if you go outward like that. There's just no fucking end. 105, more trans insanity. I will say this too: the Republicans, Democrats are equally they equally go outward. I don't think one of them has. They equally go outward. This is fucking absolutely nuts. Now, remember again, there's not a single Republican who accepts this because they're closed-minded about this subject. There's not a single Republican who accepts this. Now, I'm not a Republican, but just remember that. This person is a Democrat. Just you have to know that. Okay, action. This is gonna blow. Have you guys
The
seen
first
this?
trans woman
This is gonna blow you away.
to have a successful uterus transplant, ovaries and eggs included. And I want to be the first trans woman to have an abortion. I will let a doctor who has successfully transplanted a uterine complex before cut the organs out of a willing, healthy, transmasculine donor, place them in my body. I will devote myself, heart and soul, to their aftercare. I will have as much gay sex as it takes with as many trans women as it takes, and let the transphobes and homophobes scratch their heads wondering what to make of it. And I want to be the first trans woman to have an abortion. The first trans.
Okay, so this is a guy who wants the uterus and eggs and ovaries taken out of a living woman, put into him, so that he could get pregnant and have an abortion. Not even so he can get pregnant and have a kid. I was thinking it would be cool to invent the airplane, or run a 4-minute mile, or pick up trash at the beach.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. That's so funny.
I was thinking life goals might be cool to none of the things that I really think are cool as a life goal revolve around ejaculation.
So you're just not thinking big enough. That's the problem. You got to break those boundaries down.
Glass ceilings.
I want to set the world. I mean, even Bobby Brady, he set the world record. Him and Cindy set the world record for longest, most time on a teeter-totter. I mean, even that seems more. Anyway, that's Democrats for you. There's no Republican who's trying to normalize that, who's trying to make that legal, who's trying like. But Sevan, you haven't said anything. Why is that bad? Why is that bad?
At least in that video, that person was very like articulate as to like, I will have somebody else cut open and do this. So then that way you get the visual of like how that actually takes place.
I will have as much sex as it takes.
Gay sex.
Gay sex. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
get it right. Let's not miscategorize anything here.
I don't think that this is healthy for our civilization. This
What?
I don't think this is good for our civilization.
Why would you say that?
I think we're evolving. I think this is great for us.
Yeah, it's part of a natural evolution.
Sevi, how close are you to admitting evil exists? It's not. I just think the word evil is intellectually lazy. That's it.
Starting
I
to
don't
sound
think it doesn't say anything to me. I think that whenever someone uses the word evil, then everyone goes inside of their head and kind of has their own perception of it, and it distances us from each other. And so, this is truly I guess part of it is just that we're on a planet with people like this. That's the part that's a trip. And I do believe that on some level we're all one organism. So that's like a piece of us. That's one of us.
I also think human beings don't do anything unless there's an
Sorry, two of us. That's two of us. What did you say, Susan?
That there's got to be some sort of incentive for us to do anything. So I'm just always curious as to what their incentive is.
Yeah.
Like why, you know what I mean? Like why go
like you mean like attention or money
that's
or
exactly where I go. I go to like attention, and then you could be the most oppressed class. You could be like the one with the most problems, or the biggest the biggest victim in the room.
Tank Reeves, Sevi, people need to wake up. Roseanne Barr, Sevi. I just can't play that whole video. Send me a oh, wow. Oh, geez. I got a response from Katie already.
Oh, what'd you say?
I can't tell you. Text message. Texting is private.
Oh, I just meant like yes or no on the hat, not like.
I can't tell you. I told you.
Okay, no, I know. I'm saying. So was it like maybe?
I sent her. I'll tell you. I can tell you what I wrote. I can't tell you what she wrote. I sent her a heart back. I sent her the guy with two heart eyes.
You always send that though.
No, I just to you, Caleb. Just to you.
Wait, I've never gotten that.
Yeah. Okay. 104. Bill Gates. This sucks right here. What I'm about to show you, but I guess I have to show you.
A modern day hero. Oh, Billy boy. Modern day Rockefeller.
Here we go.
One of the biggest mysteries in the organic produce world right now is how did the new appeal coating with financial backing from Bill Gates get approved for use on organic produce? You'll see these appeal stickers on lots of produce items now. It means the produce has a coating on it that seals it up tight against anything getting in or out, preserves it longer, like the introduction of the refrigerator. Great, but what's in this coating? Well, it seems to be shrouded in mystery. The product intended to be organic, listed as Organapeel, is registered with the EPA as a pesticide with a rather short and cryptic ingredient list. Active ingredient, citric acid at 0.66%. Other ingredients, not named, 99.34%. That's 100%. Great, it's all accounted for. Maybe it's listed that way because citric acid could qualify as organic if it's not from a synthetic source. But what about the other 99.34%? Because I'm supposed to eat this coating. Oh, and get this, the EPA requires this caution on the label. Wash thoroughly with soap and water after handling and before eating. The certificate the Organic Material Review Institute issued to it that approved its use on organics lists it as a fungicide with no ingredient specified. I'm not sure what that's based on, but this is starting to smell. It reeks of influence peddling. And the antiseptic for that smell is always sunlight with a liberal splash of transparency. I don't know about you, but I'm finding appeal rather unappealing. I don't think I'll dip my produce in this. One of the biggest...
Fuck, dude. Leave our food alone.
Find your local farm. Join your local CSA.
Oh, shit, Tank. If y'all join Threads, you basically just gave your social media booster shot. Is that a good thing?
I don't know. Are those boosters a good thing?
103. How many of these videos? Let's start with the bottom one. Or I don't care which one we start with. I don't even know what this is. What happened to all the funny stuff I used to show? Like comedians and shit. I don't have any comedians. Oh, here we go. This is fucking crazy. So this is California again. Here you go. This is California again. And just imagine raising kids here. Here we go. Here we go.
Officers, am I legally allowed to have my penis out today? Do whatever you want. Okay, so that's not against the law?
It's not against the law as long as you're not masturbating and you're not fully erect and it's not for sexual gratification.
Okay, cool. For you officers, am I legally allowed to have my
San Francisco?
Go ahead again. Go ahead again.
Penis out today?
Do whatever you want.
Okay, so that's not against the law?
It's not against the law as long as you're not masturbating and you're not fully erect and it's not for sexual gratification.
Okay, cool. For you officers, am I legally
Do
allowed to
whatever
have
you want? That's the fucking cop's answer, you fucking idiot.
Is that in San Francisco? That looks kind of like Market Street, like or Powell Street. I mean,
it looks like Washington or Oregon to me. But
Yeah,
no,
San
yeah, that's
Francisco.
Portland. That's Portland.
No, San Francisco. His hat has the San Francisco Giants logo on it.
yeah, because that looks like right at Market Street in Powell at the 5th when they do the turnaround on the cable car. It's like a cable car track on the side.
Okay.
Spend some time in the city, boy. I know that place.
Look at the signs. That's how all the signs are too. One way, no left turn, do not enter. It's just a fucking clusterfuck everywhere.
Yeah.
My goodness. Okay, let's go to the other one. It's fucking nuts. How about no, you can't have your fucking penis out?
Yeah, just like no.
Hey, you know that there's sexual offenders in California who they're on the fucking sexual offenders list because they got caught peeing in public? And they're on like Mandy's list. Look at this. Hey, do you know how many of these? I get one of these every single day now on my Instagram, a different one. It is nuts. They figured me out. They know I love this shit. It's crazy. Look at this. Oakland, California, the family of an SUV was visiting from Texas and heard about the auto burglary epidemic and were away from the vehicle for 30 minutes. These dudes just...
This is what they're doing. Do you see what I'm doing? This is what they're doing.
Yep. Hey, dude, do not come to... if you come to California, do not go to any of the cities. Do not go to LA, San Francisco, San Jose, Oakland. Stay out of the cities. It's great out here in the outside the cities. It is fucking great. Do not go in the cities. 102, Robert Kennedy. By the way, the people who are passing the laws that allow that to happen, the people who defunded the police, are not Republicans. They're Democrats. That's all Democrats. Once again, there's not one Republican who voted to defund the police. There's not one Republican who wants compassion for those people who are breaking into cars like that. I'm not pushing any fucking political agenda. I'm not pushing any I don't want my car broken into. I don't agree with those things. I don't agree with hating on white people openly. But I'm just telling you that it's not if there's two political parties or three, it's no libertarians or Republicans or independents or listen to this. The KKK, the Proud Boys, the white supremacists, go fucking wherever you want. They don't even they don't want any of that either. I mean, think of all the people, the party, the things that you might hate, right? Like Nazis. They're not okay with fucking people breaking into cars. White supremacists, they're not okay with people breaking into cars. All those things that we hate, even they know. Even they know.
It might be okay with some things that I'm not, though.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, I will take in the hierarchy of things. Well, let's also be clear. The true white supremacists right now are also the Democrats. There's no Republicans who are asking for graduation ceremonies based on the color of your skin. That is all coming from Democrats. There's no libertarians asking for that, and there's no Republicans asking for that. None. Zero. You can go to every major college in California, and you can have the graduation ceremonies are segregated now. Here we go. Stephen Plyler. The Republicans are responsible for the 9/11 holographs, though. Okay.
That was the
break. The Republicans are also responsible for the priests who are molesting kids in the churches. Fine. Okay, fine. Sevan Tank Reeves. This is more. Tanks sees the picture more the way Jay Cooey saw it. Sevan, the establishment wants our world to burn, not theirs. They are above it. And that's the thing with Jay was saying. It's not a lab leak or from a bat. They just give you those choices, and we have to choose one. Matt Burns, Sevi, you're all about social constructs. The left-right political spectrum is a fallacy.
That's also probably why they keep switching. Isaac Newton was a Republican.
I went to UC Berkeley for my cousin's graduation. Which one did you go to? The white one, the Jew one, the black one, the Asian one? Which one did you go to? I don't know if I should slap Matt Burns around or not. I'm debating.
When was the last time you've been to Berkeley?
Your mom's a fallacy. Not for years. Okay.
Dang,
Okay.
Athletes text coming in right now.
Is that for today? Is that another podcast today?
No. Tomorrow.
Oh man, do I have something exciting I want to share with you guys? So fun. So fucking excited. I'm the most excited I've been in a while. What a month it's been for us, huh?
Yeah. It's cool.
Okay. Dr. Shiva Ayadarai. Tank, did you like the flat earth guy? What did you think of him? I was tripping. I really liked how much he got people riled up. Fuck. I cannot believe flat earth. Dude, there's a movie out in the theaters now about child molestation, and you're worried about fucking some guy thinking the earth is flat? Give me a fucking break. Dude, enormous tits or Sema enormous tits wrote something in the comments that she was disappointed that we gave that guy a platform. You're disappointed that we let a guy come on here and talk about the earth being not moving? Like that, like I can think of like 10 things I'm more disappointed about. Like when I see people spraying weeds with weed killer, that fucking disappoints in their driveway. That disappoints me. I'm like, you're spraying poison onto the earth, you asshole.
I watched a ton of videos from taking pictures of the earth from outer space after that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I'm a globalist, I will say, officially.
It's not a fish island.
No, I'm a globalist.
I don't agree with what this guy said, Fergie. Flat earther guy is the internet version of a street corner preacher. I respect a street corner preacher a lot. Unless that's what you're saying. What?
I kind of see it almost the same too. A little bit there.
I think if you're saying it as derogatory, I think the preacher inside the fucking church is significantly more of a charlatan than the guy doing it on the street corner. I think the guy in the street corner walks the walk.
One has to like keep all the stuff intact, and the other one is just out on the street.
It's like one's actually walking the walk. Like, hey, like my buddy, Fitness Lonnie. He does alms. He's not allowed to ask anyone for food. He's not allowed to feed himself. He's a monastic monk. He puts on a fucking robe. You're only allowed. He's strictly disciplined. He follows the rules. You're only allowed to eat up till noon every single day. If someone doesn't give you food, you don't eat.
Wow.
And you got to walk around with a robe, and you fucking land in Alabama. And you have to walk around and hope that someone fucking understands. And you have to see that the universe is going to take care of you. The irony is when you go somewhere in the South where these fucking racist, hick, redneck, closed-minded motherfuckers are, you get the most food and the most alms. Because in LA, no one wants to fucking look at you or talk to you because everyone's scared of everyone. And you go to Alabama and every fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry is like, hi, son, how you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you? Yeah. Sweet, calls you, invites you to your house, offers you something to eat. I'll never forget when my sister married into Southern motherfuckers, and they're the nicest, most polite. My mom walks in the room and every fucking man stands up.
I like that.
Old school.
I go out to the farm and to their ranch, and half the dudes on there are black and half the dudes are white. There were only two dudes, one black dude, one white dude. Don't ruin my story.
I mean, you're still correct.
Thank you.
It's statistics.
Statistics.
Bless your heart. Come here. Let me squeeze you. Let me squeeze your face into these big giant titties. Iced tea drinking titties.
Did you feel that Sean was condescending?
No, I don't think he was condescending. I do think that they contextualize stuff with like presuppositions a lot. They're like, hey, I'm about to. They contextualize their questions, or that's not the right word.
It's almost like he was playing the reverse role.
It would be like every time. What do you mean by that?
Like how people who are like globalists, they're going to like fervently deny that the earth is not a globe. And they're going to be super aggressive about like, oh, you're an idiot. Why would you fucking believe that? That's ridiculous. And then so somebody who's on the opposite end of the spectrum, non-globalists or whatever, the realm people, they're going to act the exact same way in return.
Oh.
So he's just showing that he's fervently believing his ideology, just like people who believe that the world is a globe fervently defend their ideology.
The thing is, and I believe this with 99% certainty, all the people who are upset at fucking flat earthers, it's because they're scared. It's the same reason why people are scared to know the truth about pharma. It is absolutely fucking terrifying to think that medicine fucking kills you when you've been programmed your whole life, like that pretty blonde girl was saying, to believe one thing. It's absolutely terrifying to think little bits of the truth fucking will bring down your whole fucking reality. Imagine the most square person you know who's never done any drugs and just walking up to him and not telling him and give him 3 hits of LSD and then just standing back and watching their shit unravel. That's what it's like. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right? Right? Just watching is like fucking they look down and the fucking earth starts talking to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hard time coming back from that.
They're just drooling, fucking thinking that they're talking to Bart Simpson. And that's what all these people are. Everyone who gets upset, they're just afraid. They're just so scared. It's like being afraid of the dark. Everyone's doing everything in their power to hold their fucking reality together. That's why most people can't go anywhere in their brain, like when you talk to them. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, we were there. It was even much for me. Like 2 hours and 40 minutes of this guy telling us the earth is flat. Talking to him is psyoping yourself.
It did. It made me look into it and then realize I don't agree with him.
I had a half dozen people call me and be like, hey, I'm not really ready for that. I go, what do you mean? I'm just not ready for it. Yeah.
Flat Earth book.
I mean, just imagine you were fucking Keanu Reeves in The Matrix and some dude's like, hey, here's the red pill or the blue pill. It really is like that. Dude, most people don't even want to know that there's 2 pills. Even the thought of there being some sort of complete misunderstanding and them being trapped in their head terrifies them.
No. Well, look here. Someone in the comments made the same point you were talking about earlier.
What?
That was your guest.
What do you mean?
Hey, can you not let the dogs out on the side? Well, you did it last night.
I don't get it, but how is that was your guess like that?
Remember? You just made the point.
Yeah, but I don't understand what that means. That was your guess. What's the context?
It's your fault. You did it.
Oh.
You brought him on.
I know.
It's your problem. You did it.
I know. I agree. Couldn't agree more.
But I do think Janelle was right. I definitely felt that he was like on edge, maybe not condescending, but he was like ready to fight. Like if you were like, well, and then it was funny because when you asked the question, like, why doesn't someone go there? And he was like, that's the most ignorant question of the night. I was like, bro, you just tried to say that the planes were holograms and you think that that's the most ignorant question of the night? Okay.
Or how about when he told me you're a fucking idiot if you didn't get 9/11? It's like, how is anyone supposed to learn if that's the fucking entryway? That you're a fucking idiot. That's like like just imagine putting on your doormat, you're a fucking idiot instead of welcome. Like, dude, I'm trying to fucking, I want to get on the same page as you. Flat Earth stuff was a little cuckoo. However, the education stuff in public schools, I think he was dead on. Hey, I mean, if you just get rid of Socratic, I mean, you don't even have to get into any conspiracy theory. If you get rid of Socratic method and teach people how to think as opposed to what to think, I mean, I don't think there's anyone even denying that. Even dumb people. This is interesting. The guest spoke about flat Earth like CNN spoke about the vaccines. That's the concerning part, right? He needed to be heckled. How do you not understand that? How do you not see the parallel, a level with me, Sevan? Yeah, he was. I totally see what you're saying by that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that means. Yeah, it was his way or the highway. Like there was no like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you really know something, I don't think you get that defensive about it.
That's how I felt. And then you're
that
like,
aggressive.
Explain that. And he's like, oh, really? I need to explain
Yeah.
it. You're like, you just presented something fucking crazy, bro. Yeah. Back it with some evidence. And then the evidence was like, if you just do the research on it.
I think we got to be the friendliest globalist podcast you could possibly go on.
Yeah.
We've had 2 non-globalists on the show now. I don't think anybody else had done that.
Hey, that other guy was really cool though.
Definitely.
That guy, the other flat earther dude was really cool.
Yeah.
Is Sean a Republican? Probably. There's probably that's. I mean, you could say that too. There's probably no Democrats who are flat earthers. It's all fucking crazy Republicans. You're probably 100% true. That being said, do you want to live? I'm going to give you a choice. Do you want to live on a round Earth filled with pedophiles and people who want to who encourage your kids to chop off their penises? And I mean encourage. Or do you want to live on a flat Earth where Jesus says you shouldn't hurt your neighbor? I'm going to go with choice number 2. Flat Earth with Jesus. I don't think, no. Would you invite Greg to sit down? No. I think every time I brought up flat Earth, it made Greg uncomfortable. I don't think he doesn't even like, I think he's insulted by the proposition. I am not insulted by the proposition at all. I'm making that up though. Maybe he's not insulted by it. 102, Robert Kennedy. I'm not insulted by it at all. Oh, did we play this yet? Okay, here we go. This guy kind of pisses me off right here. We'll talk about this. This one's going to be interesting. I'm really curious how you guys are going to react to this. Look at Jeremy. Is there choice number 3? I don't know if there is. The choice number 3 is you could become one of the people who is in control that Tank talks about or Matt Burns talks about.
So now you have this fool, Robert Kennedy, who's a heroin addict, spit in cops' place, arrested multiple times, major drug addict. I'm sorry, he didn't get vaccine injured in his throat. That is what happens when you do a ton of heroin. This guy's not a good human being. Look at his entire family history. His wife mysteriously hangs herself. I mean, I don't know a lot of people where their wives hang themselves. And you can read the Daily Mail article. She said, he actually wants to kill me. He wants me dead. So people forget all of this. Why? Because their name is Kennedy? How is this brainwashing taking place? So Kennedy gets involved in this movement backed by a guy called Mark Blaxell, and you look him up, a big pharma guy, knows nothing about this, essentially reads talking points, and overnight is branded as a medical freedom fighter. So I started looking into Kennedy's history, and what did I find? He had endorsed Hillary Clinton not once, not twice, not 3 times. Now, this is no small joke. 2016, which was at that point just 3 years ago, it endorsed Hillary Clinton. Now, why is this important, Ken and Tom? Hillary Clinton is the queen of vaccine mandates. The whole family is. Clinton Global Initiative. In 2015, she had brought in one of the chief people at Monsanto to run her campaign. Now, what is Monsanto? Well, Monsanto is the one that's put glyphosate, which is one of the most horrible poisons, enslaved most of the farmers, created factory farming, and did GMOs. And Hillary Clinton was massively for that. So now you have this fool.
So this guy drops a guy's name, Mark Blaxell. That means nothing to me. He says that he used to be addicted to heroin. Okay, a lot of people have been addicted to a lot of fucking things. And that his wife committed suicide. This is like some weird kind of slander. I don't want to like Robert F. Kennedy. I don't want to like someone who's fucking openly racist. I only align with him on the fact that he doesn't want injections for our kids, forced drug injections on our kids. But he's a fucking open racist. He's a straight up fucking liberal, fucking fascist, rotten person. But this is a bullshit piece. This is the kind of shit that just dumbs you down. The music. Do you agree with me or no? The music's fucking lame. Like you're being derogatory towards him because his wife committed suicide, alluding to the fact that he somehow killed her. Like, fuck off, dude.
Yeah.
But he invented the email. He's credible.
Who did?
Dr. Shiva Adari.
Oh, is that what? Inventor of email.
Email.
Crazy. I never even saw that. Jake Chapman said he's addicted to shit videos. 101. I found all I know is that this is not a Republican.
It's the same video that we just played.
Oh, it is? Okay.
This one.
Okay. Yeah. Do you guys want to hear that again?
No.
That's disturbing, right? That to me, that's significantly more disturbing than some guy who thinks that the earth is flat.
Yes.
And I'm still able to just kind of cruise through this. But this is if you guys don't remember, this is a dude who wants to take ovaries, eggs, and a uterus out of a live woman, put it in himself so that he can have a baby so that he can abort it. Flat earther. I'm a flat earther over supporting that. Fragile and frail, 100. Fragile and frail global warming narrative. Here we go. Action.
I'm curious, what percentage, if you could tell the people of Britain, what percentage of global climate emissions is Britain responsible?
Okay, for every country.
No, just answer what percentage. It's a figure.
Every country.
I'll tell you.
Is responsible for about 1%.
It's
apart
2%.
from China and India, which we
now,
do our dirty work.
If we
grow
do,
up.
I'm trying. If we do what you want, which is spend 1.5 trillion pounds, which is about 8 years worth of the NHS
Want to
budget
stop funding fossil
on
fuel
net
companies.
zero. If we do that, by what percentage will we reduce global temperatures about which you're so
But your argument is silly. You
No,
are
you answer
saying
the question. What impact will we make?
Not telling
You've got to tell the people of Britain if you want to spend
And you brought this man in
1.5
just to argue with me.
if you were to spend 1.5 trillion pounds of British taxpayers' money, what result would you achieve? I think people would like to know that.
What we need is deliberative democracy. We need participatory budgeting. We need people.
So you don't know.
We need.
You don't know what
I know
impact
what
on
we
global
need,
temperatures
and we
will
all need to take.
I'm curious.
That's a fair question, right? Great Britain she can't answer what Great Britain's responsible for its carbon emissions in the world. He tells us it's 2% of the carbon emissions in the world. He then says you want $1.5 trillion to reduce emissions in Great Britain, 1.5 trillion. How much will that reduce our carbon footprint, our carbon emissions? Why wouldn't she just say, I don't know?
Because that would be a missing link in the chain and the whole thing would fall apart.
Instead, she's just yelling at him.
Sounds about right.
She wants her $1.5 trillion.
What's this mean? This woman is an utter mong. What's a mong?
It's a British thing.
It's a British thing.
Person who has an intellectual disability, especially one associated with Down syndrome.
Oh, I see it. I see it. She does look like a caricature. She does look like a Muppet. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like smushed in.
Mm-hmm.
The fragile and frail global warming narrative. There's no Republicans either on that side. Sevan, you only believe in social constructs. Fine. Well, within these social constructs, what I'm saying is absolutely true. Hey, if you wanted to get the Republicans on board, all you'd have to do is be like, hey, there's the Orange County Mall. And you notice water creeping in right there? That's from global warming. And if you give us $10,000, we can start showing you how we would reverse it and pull up some charts and show like how you would have cows fart less. And then your mall will be fine. And then show a couple examples of that, and then the Republicans would be on board. It's that easy, but you can't. You fucking can't. But to get the Democrats on board, all you have to do is make some sort of fucking emotional plea. Bizarre. It's bizarre.
All the worst decisions I've ever made have come from a strong emotional place, usually.
Do you guys remember last week when we showed Israel Adesanya step into the ring and completely fucking go after the South African white guy? Well, here, it's so funny. This is why I'm fucking glad that Dave's back at CrossFit. This is the
Dave answer there.
This is I wish I had the Israel Adesanya clip so I could show you before, but Israel was just swearing like a fucking rap star.
Yeah,
just going crazy. And up on in the venue, everything was nigga this, nigga that, nigga that, just going crazy. And then at the press conference after the UFC was at 290, they asked Dana, "Hey, what do you think about that? Like, was that racially?" Israel Adesanya is black, from Nigeria. He's not even American. It almost sounds weird coming out of his mouth, to tell you the truth. Weirder coming out of his mouth than my mouth. But anyway, here's Dana's response when the reporters ask him, "Hey, is that cool?"
Between those two and kind of the racial undertones and all those things, how do you?
What were the racial undertones?
Trigger says he's the real African fighter, and so Israel dropped some N-words in there tonight.
Some.
So what was the racial?
20.
Who did? Who dropped the racial?
Israel was saying over and over, yeah.
He's black.
50 N-bombs.
He's being black. Did you hear what he said?
The tension.
What?
He says he's being black.
He says he's being black? I thought he said he is black.
He just said he is black.
No, the writing said he's black. Either way, I don't know if that matters, but what I hear him say is he's being black. Basically, like, fuck you. Like what? Like all of a sudden we're gonna start calling black people out on that too? I just play one more time. I just love it how he just deals with it.
Between those two and kind of the racial undertones and all those things, how do you?
What were the racial undertones?
Trigger says he's the real African fighter, and so Israel dropped some N-words in there tonight.
So what was the racial? Who did? Who dropped the racial?
Israel was saying over and over, yeah.
He's black.
50 N-bombs in there.
Okay, he's black.
I think he did say being. He's being
Who gives
black.
a shit?
The tension between.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Ends with who gives a shit.
It was very inappropriate, and if anyone out there with skin darker than this mouse, I'm sorry if you were offended by. We will talk to Israel. He will be suspended. We will be fining him. Shut the fuck up.
All the rich white ladies that were offended by his speech.
He goes on to say, "Hey man, it's the fucking fight game.
Yeah,
we do what we fucking want. Fuck off." It's so fucking good. He's so good. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. Thank you. And thanks for the text. Hey, are you I didn't even see if you responded. Did you are you going to the games?
He is.
Right.
Yeah.
He's on a fucking droid. So you know what sucks about him also being on droid is then every time I send a text message, it's like, because I text with Bruce Wayne every day too. And every time I send a text, I have to then go back 5 minutes later to make sure it went through.
Mm-hmm. And you can't do it from your computer, which is a bummer.
Yeah, that sucks too. Racial tension at the UFC, please.
How come is the phone on? No one's calling. Hey Daniel, if you call in, I'll issue you an apology for my outburst the other evening. He said he's still bitter.
What did you have an outburst about?
When I told everybody to be more respectful and chill out with all the personal attacks.
You were fine. My daughter did her first rope climb today. That's awesome. Was she inspired by me?
Inspired by those long johns?
Okay, 98 driving issues. I should erase this right away. Oh, this is amazing. I watched this like 20 times. This is fucking amazing. This is so crazy. My Instagram feed is full of this too, by the way. These. I can't believe this is real. Oh, damn. We're not going to get to see. It's not going to play well. This is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
There's a dude who gets hit that flies into another dude and hits him in the head. Boom. Look at the guy in the red pants and the red shirt. Watch, someone gets hit and flies into that dude. It's amazing.
Oh, he hit that dude in the red.
Clotheslined him.
And that
With
dude
his
in the
body.
red, I wonder if that dude in the red got like, see how that tire's like almost runs him over.
Yeah.
Oh my
It might,
god.
for
Goodness.
sure.
Sevi's Insta feed is Hogs and Daniel Brandon's nipple bars.
You're welcome.
Daniel Garrity, I'd rather drive to Livermore to accept your apology than be subjected to call and abuse by the chat. Dude, they don't make fun of callers, do they?
Oh, you
Oh,
you're
come
ruthless,
on.
dude.
Nah, come on, it's fine. Call in, Daniel. Let's chat. Let's talk. Let's hug it out.
Daniel,
Whatever it is.
come by anytime. Come work out.
96 FBI. What is this FBI stuff? FBI. What? How are we on time? Oh, we're good. I'm kind of tired.
I was so tired this morning. Holy shit.
I'm physically tired. I feel physically weak. That rope climb took it out of me. What? So, fuck off. I had to walk out into the backyard.
It's like the life bar. It's like you do one rope climb and it's like like damn, gotta wait.
48
Oh,
hours
we're
covered.
doing the rankings again with barbell spin. Do you see this?
I don't
Yeah.
think. Oh, I don't know if I got an invite to that.
It's in the group chat.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm always bad at participating at those things, so I just figured at some point they would stop biting. Rambler, yes, anytime. Come visit Livermore anytime.
Okay. Here we go.
Did my-
Annie Sakamoto's gym is gone, by the way. I don't think that's how you spell her last name either.
Does my hair look bad? I need to
No.
stay right out of
No,
Clifford.
no. Looks normal.
Normally bad.
Yeah, normally bad. You think I should get this bun cut off? I was just gonna cut my hair. I was just gonna cut my hair short. I just gonna cut my hair like your hair, Sousa.
Yeah. It's funny that
Or do you think I should go for the Garrett cut? You know,
No.
Garrett Glinton, who's on the show. She has the Viking dyke cut. I should shave it. You think I should go for so when people can't tell the difference between me and the other two filmmakers out there.
I'm surprised you just don't.
It
cut
would
out.
be it would be a pretty funny picture, the three of us together, if I keep my hair like this.
If you could get them all rallied up to do it.
Oh, please. Fucking so easy. Listen, as soon as we get out there, it's like everything goes away. No one's gonna be stupid.
Okay.
Maybe insecure, but no one will be stupid. Sevan, don't cut your hair. I have to do something. I have to do something. I have to do something. I have to do something.
What? How short are you gonna go?
I would just leave it long enough on top to where like I can either wear, because I don't wash my hair, that eventually it'll just like pull, but like it'll just stay like a little fucking helmet on top. Just like nothing new. Probably can go back like 20 podcasts and see it.
20 podcasts is last Monday.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Go back to episode 200, maybe.
Is it really like that? Let me see.
Yeah, dude. It's
It's really like that.
No,
I think we're gonna be at 1,000 episodes.
Here, like this. How about like this? Oh yeah, this is pre-signed. Wow. Like that.
I'm just calling.
Oh, yeah.
I've done street parking for 2 years and I love it. So
So you think right now with this caller, someone's she's getting destroyed in the chat?
Yeah.
that's up to them.
1999.
Yeah, that's the haircut I would get, just like that. That
Yeah.
that actually looks like it has some gel in it. I kind of don't want to have to deal with that gel though either.
I just cut it with like it used to do a number 3, and then when I grew it out, I stepped it down to like a 7, and then the last time I shaved it was at a 5.
I'm with Bruce. Release the inner. I can't say that word. And Sevan can transcend into MAGA. Okay. Oh, you think that this is part of that? This is like the UC Berkeley camp. Like I'm the UC Berkeley professor. Look.
Residual UC Berkeley.
No, you're missing the mask.
Yeah. Sevan wants to make a good impression at the games. I want to. Yeah. I mean, if I were to go every time the games. When I used to go to the games, that's a time to like lose 5 pounds, get your swole on, throw in some curls. Don't stop eating before I go to bed.
You can walk around with your hog out there and not get in trouble.
If for some reason you were to see me at the games and you see me and you're like, fuck, he looks like shit, just remember that's the best I can look.
That is peak.
That's just remember that. I'm trying. I am trying. I'm not even joking. Caller hi.
What up, Sevan?
What's up, dude?
Oh, just love your show. Figured I'd call in.
Thank you. We need
just wrapped up that flat Earth episode.
Oh yeah, what'd you think?
I mean, it was very entertaining.
Yes, it was entertaining.
It was very entertaining, and some of that content around flat Earth, alternative history, it's very entertaining, engaging content.
Are you opposed? Are you just like? Were you 100%? I'm not like. Oh my God, he's crazy.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
not at all. Now, some of the stuff I'm like, dude, you are too deep in the rabbit hole of like distrust of mainstream sources.
Right.
But yeah, a lot of that shit I'm totally with. Like what he was talking about with those cathedrals.
Some of that stuff, with the giants. You think a couple hundred years ago there were giants here? That's where I'm just like, come on, dude.
I don't know about that. There was definitely larger fauna, like megafauna, that coexisted with humans that is no longer around.
What's fauna? You mean plants and plants? What's fauna?
Like larger animals.
Oh, okay. Like you mean like like that one, the giant elephant or the giant tiger? What were those things called? The saber-toothed tiger,
the giant sloth,
mammoth, the mammoth.
Yes, the mammoths. Yeah, there's even like mainstream sources on that.
I think I still have the penis from the old giant.
Fuck
humans.
yeah, Sevan, my man, always sneaking the dick joke in. Sevan.
Yes, talk to me.
Yeah. No, it's great. You're my man.
Okay.
But yeah, I love that episode. I'd like to see a little more content because you know that seemed to fit the brand of the show.
Thank you. What is the brand?
Just
of the show?
Just at least talking with somebody. You know, it's not like you're endorsing him.
Right. Hey, but what's fascinating too is like the Jay Cooey guy in the morning, right? Did you see that? Did you see that one?
No, I didn't.
So that one's not on YouTube, but you should listen to that because what's fascinating is so people on the far left would like to put both of those people in the same camp. Jay Cooey, PhD, neurobiologist.
Oh, yes.
They would like to put him in the same camp as the person who believes in the Sasquatch.
Yes.
But what Jay Cooey is basically saying, he says it with fucking intense fucking knowledge that, hey, the COVID didn't come from a bat and it didn't come from a lab or it wasn't leaked from a lab and it didn't come from a bat bite, but they purposely put out both of those choices for you. So you'll be stuck in either one of those narratives. But the real way it happened is I propose it happened like this. And it's like, it was some brilliant talk. It was some, it was some very well thought out shit. And with no Sasquatch in it.
On some degree.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah, it's interesting shit, man.
I'm glad you accepted the flat earth shirt. Why do you think, and this question's a little insincere because I'm so dogmatic in my own belief, but why do you think so many people get freaked out when you bring up a flat earth? They become just hyper defensive and aggressive.
Man, when you're indoctrinated, or for lack of a better term, man, what is it? You know, you just look at them as stupid. And you go, oh, man, this guy's a moron. He's one of those morons.
Yeah, why do they think that? Why do they go straight there? Just because?
That's a great question. Because even at the start, when I first heard flat earth, I went, oh, fucking moron.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And I just let myself listen to it.
Yeah.
Went, oh, that's got some validity. This is just like the start of COVID. Like at the start, you just go with it and you go, man, that's not true at all. So yeah, Sevan, that's a great question. Why do people's minds immediately go to that?
I didn't like it that he vaped. I felt bad for him. That was my biggest takeaway from that.
I
whole
know.
show.
I kept seeing that. And then he's like, you're like, do you do jujitsu? He's like, nah, man, I don't like any of that stuff.
And he vapes. He sucks from a plastic thing that has a battery in it that burns chemicals, but he won't eat animals with assholes. I'm like, wow. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. It questions the mental clarity of like the individual, but it didn't make me question his theories or anything like that.
Yeah.
More just like when you see people do that, I just go, fuck, man, you need a father or like a support system that clearly isn't present. And I just get this like inner sadness.
Yeah, vaping's crazy addiction. Not good for you.
Yeah.
Okay, final question for you. Should I get my hair cut?
Oh, no, not at all. Sevan, you got to do the cornrows like Dave did at the games.
Oh, shit.
You got to go to the games and do the cornrows.
Oh, shit. All right. Thank you. I don't. Now I regret asking. Thank you.
Hey, you want to touch on RFK?
Sure, go ahead.
I mean, is this not a huge, I know you've been loving the word psyop.
Yeah.
Dude, they are going to get him in. Nothing will change with public health at all. They can sense that people are like, hey, this COVID was all fake bullshit. We got to get somebody in there that's going to do all the Democratic platform stuff. But he's going to say in his campaign, yeah, COVID, vaccines are bad, because that's what's hot on social media. And then they're going to get him in and not dog shit will change. That's just kind of where I'm feeling.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think the things that he says about like the stuff with pharma is like the worm on the hook. You know, like
nothing will change.
And people are like, oh, and they jump on it, and then really,
Hey, I hope the part of your
Sevan, you've been seeing they're pushing Biden out. You see it every day. There's a new thing against Biden. They're trying to turn the tables on him.
Hey, it's
going to work.
Did you see they've abandoned? They published a couple days ago that they're no longer going to. They can't figure out whose cocaine it was. So they've closed the case, but now they've released that they found another illicit substance in there. Have you seen that? It's like the balloons: 1 balloon, 2 balloons, 3 balloons more. Cocaine, fentanyl, methamphetamines more. It's like hilarious. Are you a mouth breather?
No, I'm sorry. I keep walking around like biting my lip. Is my audio horrible?
It's just sexy. That's it. It's turning on some of the men in the audience.
Okay.
Jeremy started masturbating.
Oh, am I getting eaten in the comments?
No.
No, they've settled down.
All right.
Oh, it's fine.
But yeah, man, they're doing little news plants. So people like my mom and dad are like, hey, Biden has drugs in there, just like his son Hunter. We should go with RFK.
SDF says it's the most secure place on earth, the White House, and yet they fucking can't figure out whose coke it was.
Yeah, that's such bullshit.
Dude, they know exactly whose coke it was. They know exactly whose coke.
Of course.
Like, why even entertain that stuff?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's kind of like when anti-Trumpers, when like Trump was in, like every little news article, like, did you see that Trump did this in the White House? It's like, I don't give a fuck, dude. All that stuff's stupid, and for people like my mom and dad. Sevan, you're a little psyoped.
I am a little psyoped.
Dude, you're always talking about the gender stuff. Like, I know you're in California, and I'm in northern Michigan.
What do you think I should pivot to? What subject do you think I should pivot to?
Right. What should you pivot to, bro?
Like endangered species?
Anti-war, helping the poor.
Oh.
I don't even fucking know. No, I don't know. Like, just raising your kids. I mean,
oh my God, that show would suck. Hey, it's funny you say that because the other day.
Don't pivot.
Okay. Because the other day,
I'm just saying you're a little psyoped.
I did I really hope they come to me and they're like, Sevan, if you don't talk about this, we'll give you this much money and you could be the next Joe Rogan. I'd be like,
yo, the CIA is gonna come to you and have you keep talking about it.
Can I do lunch with Elon?
We need you to keep talking. Oh yeah. Dude, I think you're next.
Thank you. That's the nicest thing anyone said.
Dude, you're next.
Okay, I have to take my kids to 10.
1 year from now, you're going to be advocating for RFK. They're going to completely diss you.
No.
Oh, CIA gets to the Sevan podcast.
I love you. Now you're being rude.
I'm just messing with you, bro.
All right, talk to you later. Bye.
All right, take care, buddy.
I liked him.
Who was that?
Settle down. Settle down.
Oh my God.
We need to pull Caleb's some of Caleb's what is it called? Authority powers.
Should just played that when Hitler was on sometime.
Okay, let's do one more.
Hey, you gotta go quickly, huh?
Oh yeah, okay. Let's do this one. Okay, here we go.
278,000 times American citizens' information was queried by your agency unintentionally? That's your testimony?
I would want to go back and check that, Senator.
Will you commit to releasing this unclassified document that alleges that the President of the United States has taken $5 million or more in bribes from a foreign nation?
The document, as you know, contains sensitive information, and I hope you would take that seriously, too.
Oh, I take it very seriously, but I also take seriously the fact that your institution has repeatedly abused its authority, has repeatedly targeted political opponents. Your institution is the one that went to the door of pro-life protesters with SWAT teams to try and intimidate people because of their speech. Your institution is the one that treated parents as domestic terrorists because of their speech. Your institution is the one that, according to the court, the FISA court, ran 278,000 unwarranted, probably illegal queries on Americans, right? Wow. 200 and...
Hey, how great is Jeremy? Hi, hold on one second. How great is it that he says tells this fucking guy, is that the director of the FBI? He tells him, hey, you have a document that shows that the president took $10 million from China for political favor. Why won't you release it? And his response is, well, there's sensitive information on there.
It would expose us. So.
Yeah.
We can't.
Yeah. I'm kind of okay with that answer. I think it's the
most honest one you'll probably get.
Yeah. I'm kind of okay with that. Jeremy, what's up, dude?
What's up, fellas? How's it going?
I got to go. I was supposed to get off the air 2 minutes ago. You get the last word today. You get what's Lauren Cleo say on her morning chalk up show?
What's the bottom line?
What's the bottom line, Jeremy? What's the bottom line?
The bottom line. My Android phone wanted to call in and apologize for being an Android and not an iPhone.
Good.
Yeah, sorry. But no, hey, I'll be there. Whatever you guys need, rides or whatever, I'll be there.
I just want to hang out with you. I think you'd make an awesome just bodyguard.
I'm down.
/ friend. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. All right.
All right. That was it.
Okay. And you're the only person that I've, out of all, if I do go there, you're the only fucking person I want to say hi to. No one else. I'm working. Fucking busy.
I love it. I'll keep them away.
Good. Yeah. Just fucking, if Judy walks up, just straight arm her. Be like, get the fuck back. Just give her the Heisman. She tries to come over and give me a fucking hug or some shit.
Hope you're ready, Judy.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Just pick her up and throw her back over like that security railing. You see that?
I love it.
All right. Love you guys. Talk to you guys. I don't know. I have a feeling that there could be, we have so many, we, by the way, as of last night at 11 o'clock last night, Susan and I sent a request to every single games athlete, every single one, Fikowski's, the Laura Horvats, the Sydney Brooke didn't make it. Every single Katrin David. No, she's the only one. Katrin Davidsar is the only one we didn't send a request to, but we sent a request to via her agents.
Yes.
And her people.
Yes.
So everyone's been invited, and we're going to have a crazy 2 weeks. Jeremy, thanks for calling in. Talk to you guys very soon.